Welcome back, Flare community. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. And yes, it's time for the weekly news update, a live stream where we cover all of the significant updates that's been happening on the Songbird and the Flare network. We've got James Rule in the house. We've got Professor Valiant Energy, aka John D. We've got Crypto Granny, the legend. We've got Johnny in the house, TRT, Steve Lee, Senor Steak, Doc Bob D and AA Best and Terra Massa coming in a little bit like that. But don't worry about it. We're just about to get started. Of course, starting here with the Solidify app and having a quick peek at the data providers. And topping the charts this week is Price Kraken. In second place, we have Atlas TSO. In third place, we have Nordso. Fourth place, Aureus OX. And in fifth place, Alpha Oracle. One thing that I did want to make a note of here is if you look at this vote power, you can see that many of them are actually oversubscribed. So just as a gentle reminder, because it's been a while since we've gone over this, but there is actually a cap on the amount of vote power that each signal provider can have, and that is set at 2.5%. So anyone that's delegating to a provider such as this one, which is already over the cap, you won't be actually accruing rewards for that provider. You will get a share of what they're getting. It's equally divided, but it almost dilutes the return for everyone else that's in the pool, and if you join the pool as well. So just something to take note of there. Congratulations to them for all making it into the top 5. And also, I think this is pretty interesting. I think it's really important to highlight the signal providers, this is the validators, that are doing something a little bit different. So as many of you know, S-Toads, they actually give S-Ribbits and they have chance to win NFTs, which is, I believe, the first validator to offer rewards regarding staking, right? Now, I just came across Bushy Finance, which is a developer from Enosis, and they're actually giving away Quark boxes from Enosis's Gateway of Destiny event. And that's if you do if you do stake over 200,000 FLR. So it's not a small amount, but obviously that contributes, or the rewards contribute to buying these Quark boxes, which are actually given to you as a thank you. So again, if you didn't already know about this, this is the Gateway of Destiny event held by Enosis. And it's basically like a raffle where you buy these boxes and each one has a prize, no matter how small it may be. A lot of them may be a small amount of SFIN, but there are some really big prizes too. So currently there's 5,685 remaining out of 10,000. So still quite a bit to go. But if you scroll down here, this is the whale prize. So this is if you have the most boxes. And there's plenty of others too, Nintendo Switches, so a lot of games consoles. We've got the merch, arc plates from Zum or Zahao. We've got rhodium necklaces, samurai NFTs, and that's just on tier 1. As you scroll down here, they actually get even bigger. We're on tier 3 at the minute. More samurai NFTs and, t-shirts and whatnot. But when you get to tier 4, look at this, the golden hand of Supaku. Pretty interesting. You get a lot more bang for your buck with these prizes, but tier 6, these are where you get the gold obelisks, 200 grams of solid gold inlaid with black diamonds, I believe. So, MacBook Airs as well, PlayStations, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, interesting. If you didn't know about it, it's definitely worth checking out. And I believe all of the Canary dollars, which is what you pay for a Quark box, goes towards paying off the bad loan situation over on on Enosis. So moving on to Sparkles, topping the charts this week. Again, I think it's over 3 months, maybe 4 months since Blockbones has been the first place. So looking for that competition. In second place, we have S-Toads, and I believe this is something likely to do with their upcoming DApp release, which I believe is in the next couple of days for the testers, but we can look forward to that in the very near future. We've got the Loyalties collection from Enosis, formerly FLR Finance. In fourth place, we have Songbird City, and in fifth place, we have the limited edition BBX NFT for WBBX. Whew. Right. So congratulations to them, and yeah, stay tuned because I think S-Toads will also be doing very well next week. I'm eager to see how these NFTs integrate into their dApp, but there is going to be some sort of utility behind them, I am sure. Stay tuned. I'll probably give you an update on that next week. If you are staking opposed to delegating, be sure to check your rewards. This was from yesterday, so the staking epochs are longer. So this is obviously for 4 different epochs, so it's every 2 weeks that you can claim, and they're available from yesterday. So if you do have some to claim, be sure to claim it. Otherwise, they will get burnt, I believe, and you may as well start compounding, right? Just a gentle reminder here, Flare is the blockchain for data, an EVM or Ethereum virtual machine smart contract platform designed for data-intensive use cases like machine learning, real-world assets, gaming, and social. And I think a lot of these are still yet to really, I guess, reach their full potential in crypto, let alone on the Flare network. And it seems like, you know, with these data protocols that the Flare network offers, it's the perfect place to deploy such an application. With decentralized oracles enshrined in the network, Flare is the only smart contract platform optimized for decentralized data acquisition. So we all know about the FTSO, that's the Flare time series oracle. It's part of the network itself. And as a developer, I can say that it's very easy to access and very cheap as well. And we know that this data is of high integrity because you've got all of these signal providers or data providers individually collecting prices, and the FTSO system essentially aggregates them and provides some sort of average, and that's how you know the data is good. So just something to remind you all there. And in fact, this is something that Santiago Velez, he's the founder of DeFi, was mentioning in this interview with the Focus TSO team. If you haven't seen this, I'd highly recommend it. Just digging a little bit down into X at bull_bear5. This was quite an interesting one, and, you know, I think it's very, I guess, respectful. You know, Vitze is a very renowned developer on the XRP side of things, and he was talking about his negative outlook of a Canary network from back in the day. A lot of people frowned upon this and almost saw it as a dilution of value. What is the need for a Canary network? But we did see a bug with the recent AMM, or the automated market maker on the XRP ledger, which really showed or highlighted the need for a Canary network. And Vitze said he's definitely up for it. He's probably going to be working on something in the background if he gets time. But yeah, you know, I think it's really important to note that, you know, this Canary network that we have, Songbird, it really is something quite special, right? It's a place where you can test with real value at some sort of risk, but you're going to be getting all of these cutting edge features and functionality. So, you know, I think Enosis is a prime example of this. You know, they've been deploying and going through the workflow, or the deployment workflow, to encompass not just Songbird, but also the Coston network, and then it goes to Songbird, then Coston 2, and then the Flare network. And obviously with the issue with the Flare loans platform, it's great to know that it was found there, that the issue was found there and not brought over to the Flare network, right? This is exactly what a Canary network is designed for. So happy days. I'm very happy that we've got Songbird, and, you know, at the end of the day, if you was here from the very beginning, it's just an additional airdrop which you received. So happy days. Flarepedia have announced that they've launched their revamped website, and if you haven't checked it out yet, it's actually pretty nice. You know, they got all kinds of information here from epoch data, from the signal providers, from delegators, from individual people, metrics, they've got governance, they've got all of these different projects too. It's very similar to Flare.builders, but I would say a little bit more comprehensive, because they also include a lot more just on this dashboard. Although Fleur Metrics does have data about staking and delegations as well, this one is just another alternative, you know, and I think it's better. The more sites that we have getting that information out there, the better. So congratulations to them and their newly launched website. We've got a listing here from Bitvavo. I can't say it's an exchange that I've ever heard of. They are the leading exchange in Europe, apparently. They've got a good amount of followers, 64,000, and obviously this is only good for exposure. They've just listed FLR, so happy days right there. And yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about DeFi now. So DeFi, you know, Kinetic Markets, they hosted a recent AMA and they did announce, I was listening into this, and they announced that they're introducing liquid staking in combination with their partner, which I think is Spectre or Scepter, one of the two. And if you're wondering what liquid staking is, let's see. So it's basically that you can earn while you're earning again, right? So it's the idea of, oh, there we go, it's Scepter. Liquid staking coming to the Fleur network. And I think Rome Blockchain Labs did a great job of explaining it here. And this is the infrastructure provider for Kinetic, right? They're providing a lot of the services on the back end, I think, and Kinetic are you know, just building an application utilizing some of the services that Rome Blockchain actually have. So this is, well, let's see. So this means that you won't need the 50K in FLR to stake. Rome Blockchain replies, what this will do is specifically for wrapped FLR and FTSO delegation. So this is not for staking. Currently, if you want to use WFLR in DeFi activities, you forego much, if not all, of the Fleur drop and FTSO rewards. And I will just have a little caveat here because Enosis, they've got their own solution here, but it is, I guess, pooled together, right? I think what they're trying to do, or what they will be doing, is allowing you to retain the ability to delegate who you want to delegate to. You know, a lot of people have assets in the Enosis liquidity pools, and all of that FLR, or the wrapped FLR in there, is delegated on your behalf, and then you're given a share of that, you know, in relation to how much of the liquidity or how much of the WFLR you applied. So it's very similar to this. They say, in this case, our Scepter platform, in conjunction with Kinetic, will offer opportunities to maintain your entire Fleur drop and FTSO delegation rewards while still being able to use the new SFLR token as a tool for DeFi and access your liquidity. So you no longer have your cake as well as eat it. Oh, so you now have your cake as well as eat it. So yeah, it's essentially what Enosis are already doing, but giving you the additional benefit of retaining your ability to choose who you delegate to. And I think this is necessary, you know. There's a lot of novel things that happen with the Fleur network, including the Fleur drops, including delegation rewards, and we need to see these applications really utilize that, because you don't want to be choosing one or the other. Sticking on the theme of DeFi, we've got Enosis here. If you were actually in this 180-day locked single staking pool for Helion, that actually just ended yesterday. So there has been a new one that's opened. If you are wondering, you know, you go onto Enosis and you can't see where your Helion is from the single stake pool, be sure to check the finished pools, because as I said, one just did end yesterday and a new one has been created. So that's something to note. You don't want to be leaving your assets in a pool that's finished because it's no longer emitting rewards, right? Take it out and put it either in a new locked pool or maybe the unlocked pool, or just do something with it, right? It's better than just having it in a redundant pool that's not earning anything. Staying on with Enosis here, they've got a new community vote that is ongoing in their Discord. If you want to check it out, you can join their Discord, and I believe it's to do with the next steps for the loans platform over on this Songbird network. Have your say and cast a little vote in there. Moving on to other projects now, we've got a percent here. they've made a big announcement about their pre-sale. So as many of you know, the quantity for their very first access pass was 750, and they've announced that any that are unsold will actually be burnt, increasing the scarcity and essentially giving the access pass more value, right? So that's a very welcome thing. You know, these access passes, 750 is already a very small number, and I'm really hopeful that they sell out because, you know, it's a very novel project, and it's one of these projects that could bring a lot of attention to the Flare network because it is so unique. Also, their pre-sale is in the process of being opened. I believe it is open now, but there is a bit of a twist. For the first 7 days of their pre-sale, it is exclusively for those who are on the allow list. So if you did get on the allow list, you will be able to purchase the course now. But if you didn't, don't worry, you'll still have a chance to in 7 days' time if there are any available. So this is just basically a nod to the supporters. And again, this is the date that you need to know if you want to get this course and you wasn't a part of the initial allow list. So the 4th of April, it's going to be open to the public. Everyone, keep that date in mind. Put it in your calendar. Things are in motion. Blockbones here talking about the special traits. I recently revealed that with the special traits, these are layers that go over the Blockbones NFT. They're actually animated, so these are the only animated ones in the collection. This is a 1-of-1 NFT. The max reward rate of 100 out of 100. It's basically like 5 ultra rare NFTs in one, but you also get the additional benefit of having bones airdrops to you each and every month. So that's ongoing now. It's currently in auction. This is the special trait auction. It was 2,750, but see that the price has already gone up there. It's currently sitting at 40,000 FLR. These are very desirable. The special trait auction, the very first one, ends in 1 hour and 40 minutes from now. So if you do want a chance at winning this, I guess pay attention because it's going to be ending pretty soon. Almost finally, or the penultimate thing that I wanted to share here is from Pixel Plants NFTs from none other than community legend Doc Bob D. It's a reminder that they have a charity poker game for Save Haven for Donkeys. So that's tomorrow, Saturday, the 30th of March. Be sure to give them a follow at Pixel Plants SGB if you want to get involved. Join their Discord server. I'm sure Doc Bob D or any of the great members there will help you out with this poker tournament. It's always a good laugh, so check it out, and it's for a good cause as well, which is obviously a bonus. This is something that I did just want to round up on. Like so many innovations, the first version is a proof of concept, and we've seen this with bridges, right? Everyone's creating the same bridge over and over again. And if it works properly, then subsequent iterations improve on the foundation, right? So Flare Networks is leading the way in terms of evolutionary bridges and high integrity data. You know, this is why I love the Flare Network, because it's not just a copy paste of an existing protocol, right? They're doing things differently, and that's what excites me. Something that's pushing the boundaries. And yeah, if you're here, I think you're in the right place at the right time. I think everything is really yet to kick off. And as Hugo says, this year he's going to ship everything. So just bear that in mind. Now, that's pretty much the news. And yeah, if you are a Patreon member, it is the last Thursday of the month, which means that we're going to be having the Patreon exclusive chinwag. If you scroll right to the bottom here, it's going to be in the Patreon call. I hope you can make it. And if not, do have yourself a great weekend. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you do want to stay up to date with everything that's happening on Songbird and Flare. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.